Which number was it?
Number 3, sir.
I think it's this one down here by the white van.
Nice house, sir.
Hmm. Mrs. Davis.
That's right.
I'm Inspector Monroe, and this is WPC Page, Sun Hill.
Well, thank you for coming so quickly.
You reported a theft. Do you want to tell us what happened?
Yes, you'd better come in.
Thank you. How much was taken, Mrs. Davis?
40 quid. I know, not exactly the crown jewels, is it? But Linda insisted that I called you. She absolutely wouldn't take no for an answer.
Who's Linda?
Linda is my eldest daughter, and it's her money that we're talking about. Oh, Kate, tell Linda that the police are here, will you?
Okay, Mum.
Please, come through.
Ah, the cavalry's here.
George.
Listen, you're going to be wasting your time. If you ask me, Mrs. D, Malcolm would have nipped this in the bud. He wouldn't have let Linda call the shots.
Malcolm?
Malcolm's my husband. He's out of the office just now, and I can't get hold of him, but they did say they'd try and find him.
Who are you?
George Johnson, I'm doing the loft conversion.
Is that your sign out the front, then?
Yeah. Well, everyone was getting on fine until today.
Well, it'll all be sorted now.
Well, I hope so. Ah, excuse me.
And where have you been?
Getting myself ready. Hello, I'm Linda.
I'm Inspector Monroe, and this is WPC Page.
You can arrest him in that Peter Simpson. He stole my money.
Hold on, we need to know what happened first.
Yeah? Well, I'd like to go somewhere private.
What?
I don't want you standing over me, Mum. You put me off.
You really are pushing...
Perhaps, Mrs. Davis, it might be easier if we did speak to Linda alone.
Can I come too?
Best not.
Mum didn't want you here in the first place. She didn't want to upset that George Johnson.
Well, what's it got to do with him?
He's a mate of Dad's.
So, tell us what happened.
Dad gave me the money, right? For these boots.
And how much was it exactly?
£40 in tenors.
And where was it kept?
Under my bed.
That's original.
I had no choice. I haven't got my own room any longer.
Are you sure the money's not lost?
Mum made me search everywhere.
And Kate hasn't taken it?
No.
Not even as a joke or nothing.
I told her I'd kill her if she had. Anyway, I know who it was.
And who's that, Linda?
Peter Simpson. Works with George Johnson.
One of the builders.
Skivvy, more like. He must have nicked it when I was downstairs. Look, why don't I just show you?
Who's that?
Deborah.
Oh, yeah, and who's she?
I like her, but Linda doesn't. She's living here now. Mum said that
Mum said what?
we're not supposed to say.
What's she doing here?
It's my room, you know.
Kate, show us where the money was kept.
In my jewellery box.
So, you kept it under your bed.
Right at the back.
Was there anything in front of it?
Well, some shoes, books.
And where was the box when you discovered the money gone?
It was on my bed. Open.
I see. And that's how Simpson got in, was it? By the scaffolding?
Yeah, that's right.
Is that Peter Simpson?
Yeah. He thinks he's great. Him and George have been going up and down the scaffolding all day. And he's been watching me.
Is that what you think?
Well, yeah. I sometimes have to close the curtains to get dressed. Don't I, Kate?
So you're saying Peter Simpson spied on you before nipping in here to nick, what, 40 odd quid?
Looks like it.
You do realise that you're accusing him of more than just theft now, Linda?
Am I?
Are you prepared to repeat these allegations in front of Simpson?
Me?
That's right.
No. No way. He gives me the creeps. You're the coppers. You go and speak to him.
What do you think?
Oh, come on, sir. A story like that, all the angles covered.
I know, but she's made some serious allegations.
So she can give everyone the runaround. I think George Johnson was right when he said about us wasting our time.
We still have to investigate.
Yes, sir. We better find out who the other girl lives serious.
Oh?
Yeah, her name's Deborah. She was watching from the next bedroom. She seems to be about the same age as Linda.
Well, Mrs. Davis didn't mention her.
I don't think we're supposed to know. You picked the wrong day to come out with me, didn't you, sir?
Look at the draw, Polly. Let's just get on with it, but play the whole thing down. You have a word with Mrs. Davis while I talk to Simpson.
Tea?
No, thank you.
Yes, please. Mrs. Davis, does anyone else live here? A girl called Deborah? You didn't tell us?
No, I didn't tell you because I didn't want her involved. It's got nothing to do with her.
Oh, you Peter Simpson? Yeah. I'm Inspector Monroe, Sun Hill. We're investigating an allegation made by Linda Davis.
I've already told them why you're here.
She's accused you of stealing some money from her bedroom, Mr. Simpson. Do you know anything about it?
Can't you see I'm busy?
Will you answer the question, please?
I've not been near that girl's money, all right? What would I want with her money?
She also alleges you've been watching her.
What?
That you can see into her bedroom by the scaffold.
I don't believe this.
Mr. Simpson,
Oh, come on. You're not going to take that little girl seriously, are you?
I think that's really up to me to decide, Mr. Johnson, don't you? So, what do you have to say, Mr. Simpson?
What she said?
That you had access to her room by the scaffold and you've been spying on her.
Well, it's rubbish, and you know it.
All I know is that she's made an allegation.
Spun you a line, more like. Now, I'd like to get back to work, all right?
So you deny it?
Yes, I do, okay?
Then there's nothing to worry about. I just have to ask you a few questions, and then you can get straight back to work.
All right.
What's your date of birth?
You don't think that maybe Deborah could...
No, Deborah had nothing to do with Linda's money.
Well, how do you know?
I just know.
Well, surely if they don't get on...
Linda is feeling put out, that's all. She's had to make allowances for Deborah, move into Kate's bedroom, for example.
And she doesn't like it.
Well, no. But once the loft's done, she's going to have a beautiful new room of her own. When Deborah arrived here, everything she owned was in a suitcase. Believe me, I know how that feels. I was adopted myself at 10. So I know what it feels to, well, to belong, to think that you actually matter.
Sierra Oscar from Sierra Oscar 1.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Could you do me a name check, please? Simpson Peter, 15773, 5'11", IC1 male.
Stand by.
Mystery solved?
Deborah White, she's a foster child. She's been here for about 6 months. Mrs. Davis didn't want her getting involved.
I thought we jumped to conclusions about the money.
That's right. It seems like the family aren't getting on at the moment, especially Linda.
Well, that makes sense.
This is what this is about, sir. A big family bust-up between Linda and her mum. I suppose Simpson denied it.
I'm waiting for a name check now. Did you have to speak to Deborah?
Yeah.
Good.
This is a family quarrel, sir. I think they're taking advantage of us.
Well, you may be right, Polly, but there's still a job to do. Sooner we do it, sooner we can go.
Deborah, this is Inspector Monroe and WPC Page from Sun Hill.
You wanted to talk to me?
You know that Linda had some money stolen today?
Yeah. It's got nothing to do with me.
Nobody's accusing you, Deborah.
You think I'm trouble, don't you? Because I'm fostered.
I didn't say that.
You think we're all trouble?
Deborah.
We just want to know where you were.
In my room all day. I only came out for my lunch.
I'm off down the timber yard. Have you got that list that Malcolm left?
Yeah, somewhere.
Sierra Oscar 1 from Sierra Oscar receiving.
Just a second, Matthew.
Hi, love. How you doing? All right?
Yeah.
Oh, cheers.
Deborah? Are you all right? Deborah?
Come on.
What now? I've got work to do.
You've got form, haven't you, Mr. Simpson? You've had convictions for burglary.
That was a long time ago.
Does your boss know?
You ain't gonna tell him.
We're investigating a theft. It is relevant, wouldn't you say?
All right. All right.
Good. Now perhaps you'll tell me what actually is going on here.
Linda, she had this
Yes?
thing for me.
Linda?
Yeah. She kept following me, trying to chat me up. It was embarrassing, what with her mum around.
Did you encourage her?
It was a laugh at first, and when she came on strong, I told her where to go. Except she didn't.
No?
In fact, she got worse. Accused me of seeing Deborah instead in the evenings.
And were you?
Please, look at me. All I'm good for in the evenings is falling asleep in front of the telly. My girlfriend says you get more passion out of a plank of wood.
Well, did Linda believe you when you told her you weren't seeing Deborah?
No, of course she didn't. She was obsessed. Kept going on about how she'd get her own back. That's why she made up this cock and bull about the money, wasn't it? What have I done to deserve this, eh? You tell me.
Polly? Linda, we'd like a word.
Linda, have you been pestering Peter Simpson, making passes at him?
No.
Well, he says you wouldn't take no for an answer. He said you accused him of seeing Deborah instead.
We was seeing Deborah. It's a fact.
What's happening?
We've been talking to Peter Simpson, Mrs. Davies. He says Linda had a crush on him, wouldn't stop following him around.
Oh, what next?
He claims when he rejected her, she made up the story about her money being stolen.
Tell me it's not true, Linda, please.
Wasting our time is a serious offence.
You made me call the police because of some silly schoolgirl
It
crush.
wasn't silly. I love him.
You love him? Do you know where this money is? Come on, Kate. Your sister's in enough trouble as it is.
Yes.
Come on, Kate, show me.
Well, Linda, you know what you have got to do now. Apologise to Inspector Munro.
That's right. Blame it all on me. So who else should I blame? Deborah. Because that's who Peter's been seeing.
Deborah?
Simpson will deny it.
Deborah goes out on her own. Mum doesn't stop her, never, do you? It's all in my diary.
Linda said it was our secret.
Deborah's got nothing to do with this.
You wait here, Kate.
Come on, Mum.
Linda,
Deborah,
come back.
are you all right?
Deborah, where are you, slag? Where are you?
Deborah, wait. Deborah, I just want to talk to you. She's locked herself in.
So, the lock on Deborah's door was new, Mrs. Davies?
I don't know.
Oh, come on.
Yes, all right. It was only a stupid little thing. She put it on herself
When?
a couple of weeks ago.
Did Malcolm know? I bet he didn't.
She wanted some privacy, George. What is wrong with that? How am I supposed to build up trust if I question everything she does? That must be the social worker.
Good.
So, you two got nothing better to do then, eh?
Linda has made a serious allegation about Deborah. We need to speak to the social worker before we go.
Come on, she's just a screwed-up little girl that's thrown a wobbly.
Inspector, this is Deborah's social worker, Jackie Hastings.
Hello. I understand you were here already.
We were investigating a complaint made by Linda about some stolen money.
It turned out that she was lying.
Deborah did overhear an argument, though.
Yes?
Linda said some terrible things, Jackie. It really must have upset her.
That's when she locked herself in a room. She refuses to come out.
And that is when you should have knocked the door down.
I don't think we need to do that. End bedroom on the right. OK.
Jackie, I think you should know the argument was about Deborah. Linda claimed she was having a sexual relationship with someone.
Oh, yes.
I have to ask you for the record. Do you know any reason why she should make that allegation?
I wouldn't pay much attention to what a young girl says in the heat of the moment, Inspector.
No, you're quite happy to take it from here then?
No problem.
We'll be off then.
Sir?
There's nothing more for us to do.
I don't know.
I thought you said we were wasting our time here.
Yeah, but that was before I saw Deborah. There's something not quite right. She seems scared.
Yes, scared of us, that's all.
Linda wants to speak to you. It's about Deborah.
Sir?
What have you got there, Linda?
The proof Deborah was seeing Peter.
Linda, don't you think you've mucked us around enough already?
I know I lied about the money. And I'm sorry, I really am. But I'm not lying about this.
We need more than crocodile tears, Linda.
Here is my diary. I wrote on it every time Deborah went out. Didn't I, Kate?
Yeah.
Show me.
Twice a week for months now, she'd get in a van at the end of the road. One of the builders' vans. When she got in, she'd always have a shower. She'd wash herself for ages.
Now, take this.
You believe me now?
We'll see.
Look, does this have to become a police matter?
Yes. We're talking about unlawful sexual intercourse. Deborah is a minor. We've got times, dates, even a description of a vehicle. We have to talk to her.
Oh, no.
But she's in no fit state.
We're not just dealing with an allegation now. We have evidence. Now, if there's anything more we should know, you better tell me. Is there?
Yes. Yes, I'm afraid so. You should know her history. She used to abscond from home whenever she was disciplined. Go missing for days, weeks even.
Living rough? Drugs?
Yes.
It didn't stop us wanting to foster her.
Is there anything else?
Yes.
What, Jackie?
Out on the streets, a young girl is vulnerable. She needed to eat. She needed money. If you're young, you're in demand.
Do you have any proof?
Nothing definite.
What am I going to do?
Nothing, Mrs. Davis. Not until we know the truth. Come on. Mr. Johnson, what are you doing?
I thought I'd save you all the trouble.
You can't do that!
How can I not, love? Well, you just watch me.
Mr. Johnson!
Where's Deborah? Where's Deborah? Deborah! What are you doing? Don't be stupid.
Not stupid, why'd you say that?
All right.
Not bloody stupid.
Okay.
Back!
I want to see Deborah.
Out, Mrs. Davis, now!
Look, you're not stupid. I don't know why I said that. I'm sorry. Just come back inside, will ya? They've gone now. It's just me and you, okay?
You see, it was a cheap lock. All I needed was a wee bit of welly.
You were out of order, Mr. Johnson.
I opened the door for you, didn't I, while you were having your case conference?
You should have waited.
I don't know what you're complaining about. I did your job for you. Now, why don't you go and do something useful?
Careful there. I'm glad you didn't make me come out after you. I've got no head for heights, me. So come on then, Deborah. Are you going to tell me what happened?
He said he'd come and get me.
Who?
If I didn't keep quiet. I had to lock the door.
So Linda was right. You have been seeing someone. Peter Simpson.
No, not Simpson. George Johnson. He did this. He calls it his brand.
Inspector.
Who is she?
Fine. You go back downstairs. Take Kate and Linda with you. Jackie. I think you should hear this.
When I was living rough, I did things. Bad things. I was taking stuff. Drugs.
Jackie Hastings told us.
Did she? I suppose she had to.
Well, Inspector Monroe asked. Connie already knew.
Did she tell you I went with blokes too?
She said she thought you might have worked.
Worked? Makes it sound alright, doesn't it? Like a proper job. They've always been so good to me. They'll hate me now.
Why?
'Cause I do. I hated what I did. Lying in the back of some car with fat old men and the windows all misted up. When I came here, I thought, great, it's over. I can be normal now. My life can really begin. Then one day, guess who turns up? I couldn't believe it. George.
George Johnson.
He never told me his name before. A lot of them don't.
Was he one of your old clients, Deborah?
He'd been watching me for days, plucking up the courage.
You must have been gobsmacked when you saw him again.
So unfair. Mummy! Perhaps it was what I deserved.
No.
Yeah. I was being punished. How else do you explain it?
Why didn't you talk to someone? Why didn't you tell Jackie?
Yeah, and then what? They've taken me away.
How do you know that?
George Johnson's an old mate of Mr. Davies, and they discover he's been sleeping with their foster child who was once a tart.
Deborah.
How do you think that'll go down? Brilliant, yeah? Get real.
There are people that want to help you.
Well, perhaps I just decided that this time I was going to help myself.
So you continued having sex with Johnson?
What else could I do? He said if I wanted to stay, I had to be nice. For free.
And you thought nobody would find out?
Don't you see it was worth it? I like it here. Connie's kind. I don't give a toss about arguing with Linda. Isn't that what all families do? Never had that before.
Where did you go with Johnson?
The back of his van. Has Linda got this down in her diary? She doesn't know the alphabet, does she? I just hope things would change. Somehow. I just really hoped.
Well, things have changed now, Deborah. Now they know. Nobody's going to hate you. Nobody.
I'd do it again if I had to. I would. If I could stay with the Davies. 'Cause that's all I want, see? A real family.
Wait here. Sir.
It's all right. We heard.
Well, what do we do now?
Well, we'll have to question Johnson.
On her say-so.
You don't think she was lying, do you?
No.
Neither do I. But she'll have to make a statement. You think she'll cooperate?
With enough support from us, yes. Leave it to me. I'll talk to her. But get Johnson out of here.
We'll take him down to the station.
I see Connie now.
Sure.
Polly. Nice work.
Thanks.
How is Deborah?
She's coming down, Mrs. Davies. She'd like to see you.
Go on.
Crisis over then, is it?
Nearly. We just have to ask you a few more questions.
Oh,
Down at the station, if you don't mind.
what about?
About your relationship with Deborah White, Mr. Johnson.
You finish up here, Pete, will you? So, what has she been saying then, eh? You're not going to tell me? Listen, you shouldn't believe a girl like her.
In the car.
She'll never testify.
Hello, what's going on?
This shift's starting early.
Are you all right, madam?
No, it's not. Hey, don't let him get away. I want this sorted
Officer,
out.
this is all a stupid mistake.
And you are? Mrs. Barry, I live across the road.
All right, Mrs. Barry, what seems to be the problem?
Drug dealing, that's the problem.
Come on now, I was just calling at the shop.
You're dealing in drugs.
Dealing? I don't know what she's talking about.
You search them, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Why don't you mind your own business?
Yeah, and why don't you just calm down?
Yeah, let's everyone calm down, OK? Now, one at a time. What exactly did you see, Mrs. Barry?
I saw this one giving drugs to the boy.
Oh, that's nonsense.
Oh, how do you know there were drugs?
I'm not stupid, you know.
Really? Look, she don't know what she's on about.
It was a small package. I know what a drugs deal looks like. It's been going on round here for weeks. You look in the boy's pocket.
Right then. One piece of Garfield from Sun
I'm
Hill.
sorry,
take that.
I'm late. Look, if I give you my number, do you think I
Just
can
a
get it
moment,
back?
sir. I think we should clear this up, don't you?
Yeah, he's the one to be searching.
What?
You have to sell me the stuff, all right? I didn't buy nothing. I looked at it and I gave it back.
Raise your arms.
Do you mind? Look, I don't touch drugs.
He's lying.
He said he had all sorts for sale. Go on, search him.
There's nothing here.
Sir?
Well, you can't seriously believe...
Look, I'm a doctor, you don't understand.
Do you have a medical bag with you, sir?
Well, no, it's back at home. I'm not making a visit. I was calling at the shop.
Well, you've heard the young lad's allegations.
Oh, for
I'm WPC
crying
data from
out
Sunhill. I think it's best all round if you let me search you and your car. No label on these, sir. What are they?
They're prescribed for me for stress. This is crazy.
Just bear with me, sir. This for stress too, is it, sir?
Sierra Oscar from 218.
Go ahead, George.
Can you meet us at the north end of Bream Road? Transport for prisoner.
Yeah, on way.
Just as soon as I've fed my dogs, I'll be down the station.
Right. Thanks very much, Mrs. Barry.
Yeah, it's all right. Your mates will look after the fire for you, yeah?
I'll make sure Perry's car gets back to the station. I'll see you back there.
Right, OK. Hop in, we'll give you a lift home.
What, not back to the nick?
No, not yet. We need you to make a statement.
Why'd I have to do that?
Why? Because you made a serious allegation. Either your mum or your dad's going to have to be there with you.
What about her? Why can't she make do with what she has to say?
Look, why don't you just knock it on the head for 2 minutes, yeah? Now get in. Mind your head. Mr. Christian?
Benny, what's going on?
Are you Benny's father?
Yeah, what about it?
Well, Benny claims that somebody tried to sell him drugs.
What?
We'd like him to come down to the station and make a statement, but we'd need you to be there.
What you been up to now?
Nothing.
A man's been arrested, Mr. Christian. We'd like to get a written statement about the incident.
All right, you get inside. You're never out of trouble, are you?
We don't think Benny's done anything, Mr. Christian. We'd just like to take him...
I don't want to hear about it, right? I don't want you pestering me or my boy.
I was buying it, not dealing it. I wouldn't do that. I told you I'm a doctor.
Get plenty of doctors in here, sir, for all sorts of reasons. No, it's not Harley Street, but it's not as bad as it looks.
The boy was making it up to get himself off the hook. I mean, what about my patients?
The arresting officers will have to search your house, then you'll be interviewed. That'll be your chance to clear things up.
My bag will have drugs in it, naturally. I don't know what else you expect to find.
Yeah, we still have to look, sir.
What's happened?
You are?
Elizabeth Perry, what's going on?
Mrs. Perry, your husband's been arrested for possession of cannabis.
What, Anthony? Oh, for goodness sakes, you do know he's a doctor, don't you?
Yes, we know.
Well, it's obviously some silly misunderstanding.
Why don't you come inside, Mrs. Perry?
Liz, I'm sorry. I was hoping to get this sorted out before you got home.
This is also ridiculous, Anthony.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Perry, but the sooner we do this, the sooner we get out of here. Bedroom next.
Yep.
What, you're not going through the whole house? They can't do this, can they?
All right, all right. Let's get this over with, shall we? Top right-hand drawer on the desk.
Excuse me, please.
Anthony, what is all this? What's that?
Just don't jump to any conclusions, all right?
You said earlier you'd clearly seen Perry hand a small package to the boy.
I know, but I'm not sure it... Yeah, it must have been a little package.
Mrs. Barry, this is very important. You can't say that you saw something if you didn't.
But you found drugs in his car, didn't you? What more do you want?
Mrs. Barry.
The boy was leaning down to the car window. I couldn't see properly. But I'm sure that man gave him something.
I gave him 40 quid, 2 20s, and he gave me the cannabis.
And what did he do with the notes?
I've no idea, because that bloody woman came out of nowhere shouting the odds.
And that's all there was to it. You didn't offer the boy anything in exchange. Pills, for example.
No. I arranged to buy the cannabis over the phone, and I bought it. I admit it. But that's all.
And it's purely for personal use?
No.
I'm sorry?
It's for a patient of mine. A sick patient with multiple sclerosis.
Now, hang on. Just so we're clear about this, you're claiming the cannabis was intended for medicinal purposes?
Absolutely. Well, there's no cure yet for MS, so all doctors can do is try and relieve the symptoms.
Going out on a limb a bit, aren't you?
Surely there are legal prescription drugs for the condition?
Oh, which may or may not work, depending on the patient.
What about the cannabis we found at your house?
I was keeping that for an emergency. in case I couldn't get anyone I needed to. I'm just not prepared to see someone suffering for want of something that can help.
Well, can you give us the name of this patient so we can verify this?
I can't do that, I'm sorry. Well, I'll tell you all I can about the boy and the dealer, but patient details are confidential, you know that.
OK, how many times have you bought cannabis for this patient?
5 or 6.
Always from the same source?
Well, he's the only one I know.
And what connection is the boy?
I really don't know. I bought the cannabis direct from the dealer a few times. Recently, I've ordered it over the phone and then arranged to pick it up off that lad.
And that's always by the corner shop on Brame Road, yeah?
Yes.
So who's the dealer?
His name's George Lawson.
That's the bloke me and Polly spoke to earlier. Claimed to be Benny's father. Yeah, convictions for possession, D&D, driving without a licence, nothing for dealing,
Well,
though.
maybe he's the mother's boyfriend or stepfather.
Well, whoever he is, him and Benny are trying to pull a fast one. No wonder they didn't want to come down the station. So, still think that Perry's up to something?
Did the boy have any money on him?
Well, no, not that I know, sir.
Well, you did the search, George, did he or didn't he?
I was looking for drugs, sir.
It's possible, then, this doctor is telling the truth.
Oh, yeah. Well, he seems genuine enough. And if he is, I personally think he should be given a pat on the back, sir.
If he's telling the truth, I might agree with you. Eureka?
Well, in principle, I agree with George, sir.
But you have doubts about him?
Well, it just seems a bit too good to be true.
Yeah, but even if he is lying about the patient, we're still only talking possession.
The real point is, George, we're talking about a doctor here whose judgment ought to be beyond question.
Sir?
I'm approving that oboe on Lawson and the boy. I'll put Tony and Debbie onto it, so dig out all the background you can on Lawson.
Sir?
Sir?
In the meantime, Eureka, you can put the good doctor out of his misery.
Is that it? Is it all sorted out now?
It's sorted out for the moment, OK?
What do you mean for the moment? Isn't it all cleared up, officer?
We're releasing your husband on bail, Mrs. Perry. We just have to make a few more inquiries.
What kind of inquiries? You said you could explain everything.
Liz, let's talk about this at home, OK?
No, it's not good enough. You can't let it hang over him like this. His reputation could be ruined.
Liz!
My husband is innocent, I know. Now, either you sort this out or I will.
Perfect cover for small-time dealing, with cars coming and going to the shop all the time.
Unless someone happens to be paying close attention.
Yeah. Can hardly credit Mrs. Barry with Crime Watch Observer of the Month, can you?
Well, most people don't expect 15-year-old kids to be out delivering drugs. Hang on, what's this?
Ah, nothing.
He was crafty enough to cash in on her mistake.
Yeah. Well, if we're lucky, the little scrote will prove too crafty for his own good.
I've just spent the last hour on the phone listening to Mrs. Perry.
Sir?
A very concerned lady. Her husband's out catching up with his visits and she's working herself into a stew about what's going to happen to him.
Did she have any useful information to offer?
She was bending over backwards to try to help. Suggested we might have a word with one of her husband's colleagues, Louise Tudor. She's a physiotherapist who works with MS patients. So you can go down to the hospital and pay Miss Tudor a visit.
Right you are, sir. Excuse me. Excuse me. Louise Tudor?
Yes.
Can we have a quick word, please?
You carry on, alternating between the two. I won't be a minute.
I'm PC Garfield, this is WPC Data.
Yes, they told me you were coming. How can I help you?
Oh, we've just got a few questions. We understand that you work with patients from the Welling Road surgery, more specifically Dr. Anthony Perry's patients, is that right?
Amongst others, yes. Patients with certain needs are referred to us for special treatment.
And of the patients Dr. Perry's referred to you, would that include anyone suffering from multiple sclerosis?
Can I ask what this is about?
Well, we're just trying to confirm some information we've been given.
Excuse me. How does it feel now you're in the water? Better? A lot better, thank you. Carry on, just turn it around. I'm sorry.
Dr. Perry's patients?
Of course. Dr. Perry's referred 2 MS patients, I believe. I'd have to check.
Are you still working with those patients?
Well, we try and keep in touch through the GP, of course, and follow up where necessary.
We were hoping you could help us out, Miss Tudor.
Well, if I can.
We know you can't give out patient information, but we were wondering if you'd be willing to ask them to contact us at the station, if they wouldn't mind.
Contact you? I'm not sure.
But I can give you my card. It's important that you explain to them that it would be in the strictest confidence. We're not trying to get anyone into trouble.
Just Dr. Perry's MS patient.
We'll be grateful.
Well, I can't promise anything, but I'll see what I can. I'll see what I can do. I really must get back to my patient.
Thanks for your help, Miss Tudor. Dr. Perry, here to see Miss Tudor?
As a matter of fact, I am, yes.
We're just trying to confirm your story, Dr. Perry.
Don't you understand? Have you not heard of the Hippocratic Oath? I can't allow my patients to be questioned like this. Worry and stress can provoke an attack for someone suffering from MS. It's bad enough in the first place that they have to break the law in order to get one of the few things that can sometimes be of benefit.
I understand that. Believe me, we're just trying to sort this out.
Officer, I've given you all the help I can. Do what you like to me.
This looks promising.
Take down the index, Debbie.
Can I have a word with you two, please?
Where's it, love?
I've been keeping an eye on you for a while now, and if you don't mind my saying so, you're acting very suspiciously.
Please, move away from the car, please.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We missed anything?
I don't think so. I don't think anything changed hands, but I looked away for a second.
Where's he going? What do you reckon? Phoning the supplier?
Car's waiting for something.
Go.
"595 and 561.
Yeah, go ahead, Debbie.
He's home. I don't think he's... Hold on. He's come back out. He's heading towards Nellfield Street. I'm going after him.
Yeah, OK, Debbie. Look, stick with him. I'll be there in a tick. Where exactly are you, Debbie?
Nellfield Street. He's gone into one of the lockups.
Yeah, I'm right with you.
Good evening, gents. Mr. Lawson, I presume.
Doing a bit of early spring cleaning, are we?
You dozy little pillock. Yes, madam, can I help you?
I'd like to see PC Garfield and WPC data, please.
Are they expecting you?
No, but I've got some information for them.
Perry? Well, the doctor? Do me a favour, he's a customer, that's all. Don't tell me you think the poor bloke's dealing.
We should take your word for that, should we?
Look, I deal dope, I've admitted it, but that's all. To harmless people who just want to get through the day.
You should work for social services, Mr. Lawson.
You didn't find nothing except homegrown dope and you know it.
All right, so tell us what you do know about Dr. Perry.
I hardly know anything about him. He doesn't even buy the stuff regularly.
It's not exactly your usual type of customer, though, is he?
Where was it you met him?
I don't know. It was ages ago. I was in a pub, probably. Look, he's bought off me, what, half a dozen times, if that? He's hardly what you call a big spender.
Now, you've never bought or traded anything from him, no?
How many more times? I don't have nothing to do with that kind of stuff. I don't need the complications.
Everything Lawson said ties in with Perry's version of events. Doctor's telling the truth, he's got to be.
Well, Guess you're right.
Ah, Gary was looking for you. There's a Mrs. Perry waiting for you in the front office.
Again?
Have a seat, Mrs. Perry.
Thank you. Did you manage to speak to Louise Tudor?
Yes, we did. Did you come about something specific, Mrs. Perry?
Well, I don't want you to think I'm trying to do your job for you.
Go on.
It's just that Anthony wasn't himself today. He's been under a lot of pressure recently, yes, but even so.
What kind of pressure?
Money worries, really, but that's not the point. He was really shaken out by what happened today, and I was concerned about him.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Perry.
I thought that if I could find out who the patient was, I could get him off the hook without him having to break his oath of confidence.
What, you mean you've been checking patient records?
Just what was in his office. I found this. It's a doctor's claim form for night visit payments.
Mrs. Perry.
And that's what I don't understand. Look at the names filled in there. Recognize any?
Mrs. Perry, you shouldn't have this. I don't know what you think we can do with this.
Louise Tudor. 3 night visits to her address in the past month. She's a physiotherapist, not a patient.
Do you have any idea why we're here?
I can guess.
It's come to our attention that Dr. Perry's been making night visits to this address.
Yes.
Can you explain why?
Haven't you already guessed? I'm the one Dr. Perry's been getting the cannabis for. I have MS.
I'm really sorry.
You wouldn't know it, would you? I suppose you're expecting somebody in a wheelchair. Anyway, I'll tell you whatever you need to know if it means you'll leave Anthony alone.
Right. How long have you been seeing Dr. Perry?
About 1.5 years. We saw each other occasionally through work, you see, as well as when I saw him as a patient. It just happened. It was his wife who put you onto me, wasn't it?
Yes.
She doesn't know how lucky she is. I don't know much about that part of his life. I don't want to. I know he won't leave her for me. Not with what I've got.
Why don't you just finish it? Find yourself someone else.
Just like that. I used to be totally in charge of my relationships. No one was ever good enough for me. You must have a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Does he love you?
Well, yes.
Look, I'll just go and ride you in. Won't be long, okay?
Shall we sit down?
Totally in charge. And then because of the job you do, you start thinking you're immune to all the things you're treating. But suddenly, you have an incurable disease yourself.
What about counselling, support groups? You must know of...
All the people I've been working with all these years. To suddenly be on the other side of the fence. I know exactly what's going to happen to me. I'm lucky. The symptoms are still mild, and when I do have an attack, the dope really helps. Why don't you leave Anthony alone? He's not hurting anyone. Besides, he's all I've got.
The problem is, Louise, he implied that his patient, that you, were extremely sick. Which suggests to me he was more bothered about getting himself off the hook than protecting you. Not the actions of a particularly caring man.
You don't know him.
Where does he find the time to see you?
Here and there. Mainly when he's on night call.
Have you ever called him out at night because you were sick?
No, why?
Did you know he claims money for his night visits to this address?
That's not true.
That's how we found out you were his patient, from a claim form Mrs. Perry found on her husband's desk.
He wouldn't do that.
He's doing it. And apart from anything else, it's fraud. Look, I know why you're sticking up for him. Believe me, I've seen the traps women can get into in a relationship, but you're young, good looking. You can do better than this.
It's always been a physical thing. I've always known that, but I guess Do you want to know why he really gets the dope for me? Because he knows it gets me in the mood.
He doesn't deserve you.
I know. I know. How could he?
Well? I'll tell you in a minute. It's not pleasant.
Sierra Oscar 85 from Sierra Oscar.
Yeah, go ahead, Jim.
20, Landseer Gardens, a disturbance. Inform informant is the neighbour, Mrs. Archer. Can you deal?
Perry's house. Yeah, we'll take that one, June.
All right, that's enough.
Oh, my God, I don't believe it. Don't you two have homes to go to?
You're disturbing the neighbours, Dr. Perry.
Stuff the neighbours. I can't get into my own home. This is your fault. You had no right encouraging my wife to go rifling through confidential documents.
We did nothing of the sort. Your wife was trying to help you in case you didn't realise it.
Oh, right. Mrs. Perry? Mrs. Perry, this is PC Garfield here. Can you open the door, please? You all right?
I'm fine,
What, is she all right? I'm the one that's been locked out.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Can I come in, talk this through with you?
Okay, but just you.
Hello, is anyone listening to me?
Sir.
So, you've had a bit of a Barney.
That's one way of putting it.
So, what happens now concerning the drugs?
Possession. You'll probably get off with a caution.
She's very attractive, isn't she, from what I can remember? I don't want him in the house again. I'd end up in the back of your car.
Yeah, well, we don't want any more of that tonight, do we?
But this isn't just going to go away. He'll pay for it. Believe me, I haven't even started.
There's still the matter of the fraudulent claims.
Wait a minute. I know the way these things work. No one's made a complaint about that.
No, sir. But I feel it's my duty to inform the local health authority. They might want to look into it.
Look, if they hear about the affair, it'll go to the General Medical Council.
You brought it on yourself, Dr. Perry.
I could get struck off for that.
You shouldn't have tried to be so clever with your alibi.
Is every bloody woman in Sun Hill going to poke their nose into my business? You think I don't care about Louise? Well, as a matter of fact, I do. And what's more, she's thankful for it. I didn't mean it like that. Well, tell them then. Louise won't say anything. She'll back me up.
I wouldn't count on it, sir.
Jerry from Hounslow is next. Jerry, hello.
Good morning, Douglas. How are you this morning?
Fine. Now, what point would you want to make?
Well, Douglas, I've been hearing an absolute load of tosh all day. I cannot believe that we are still talking about this subject years and years after action which should have been taken wasn't taken. I just think that until public transport is up and running properly, is reluctant.
Any ideas as to how to correct this?
Bloody other thing you're doing on a fashion you all over you! Bloody move up, you stupid fella!
Let's get this sorted out.
You! Stop there!
Saw it, did you?
I'm a police officer, you all right?
Oh, yeah. Brilliant.
So, what was that all about then?
He was up my pipe from the top of the hill. I thought I'd lost him.
So why didn't you move over?
There's no room to move inside.
Yes, there was.
Don't have a go at me. He started it.
Can you move your van?
I want him done for assault.
It's causing an obstruction.
Did you get his number? I want him done.
Are you sure?
You saw it. He's not getting away with that. I use this road every day.
All right, Mr.
Dickinson.
Mr. Dickinson? You better follow me to the station.
Hoxton Way near junction of Waterman's Road. It's a PI accident. Ambulance on way.
Sierra Oscar from 181. We're in Godwick Road.
Shaz dealing.
Thanks, Narika.
Are you sure you're both all right?
I was really scared. We were trying to cross the road when I heard these two cars coming really fast. That red one was in front. There was another one, bigger Jeep thing behind. Suddenly the red one swerved, hit the curb, flipped over. Excuse me.
Sarge, we've got one female driver alone in the car.
Good.
We'll know more once the paramedics have got her out.
Right. Is that the witness?
Yeah, she's quite a good one. She saw most of it.
Right. Debbie, have a word with that lot over there, will you? See if they saw anything?
Sarge.
Cheers. And apart from the one that's scarpered, no other vehicle, just this one.
Not as far as I know.
Right, let's have a look. Oh dear. Hello. What we got?
She's still with us. What's your name? Can you hear me? Hang on. She must be 6 months at least.
Andrew.
Sir.
Mr. Dickinson been examined?
The FME's on the way.
Good. Got a statement from him?
On my way to do it now, sir.
Good. You'll have my witness statement in 5 minutes. Problems?
An RTA in Hoxton Way. One female injured. Pregnant, apparently. Narika's with her at St Hughes.
Sir, the details of that car that you requested, the owner's shown as Mr. Martin Tyler, 44 Fawcett Gardens.
Oh, thanks, June. Well, all yours, Andrew. Oh, June, could you look up another one for me? It was a car that was in front of Mr. Dickinson's. Alpha 184 Whiskey Golf Tango. I haven't done that since I was a PC.
Sir, we were meeting at 10 to discuss permanent custody officers.
Yes, all right, Andrew. It'll wait. Let's get hold of Mr. Tyler, shall we?
Sir. We'll go, wouldn't it?
It was a maroon Frontera. Forced me inside and then went herring off after the van. They've been getting at each other since the top of Ockham Hill.
Sir? 10 o'clock. Permanent custody officers?
Andrew Munro's dealing with an assault.
Oh, serious?
I witnessed it.
Uh-huh.
Look, do you think we could leave this meeting till 11:30, Derek?
Yes, sure. On the way in, was this?
Nothing to get excited about, Derek.
Sorry to keep you, Martin Tyler. It's,
Inspector Munro, WPC Page.
From Sunhill, right? Would you like a coffee? Angela.
No, thank you, Mr. Tyler.
I'm sorry, I haven't got long. I'm about to take a meeting.
I'd like to talk to you about an incident in Ockham Road this morning.
Well, lead on.
Were you in Ockham Road about 9 o'clock?
I use it on my way into work, yes.
Were you the driver of a maroon Frontera, registration number...
You know I was. You traced my address and called at my home. My wife rang to warn me.
We're inquiring into an assault at the zebra crossing.
I gathered you would be. Somebody obviously took my number and reported it. Well, you got me banged to rights. There was an unpleasant incident, actually. Some moron in a van came at me.
Save it, Mr. Tyler. I'm arresting you for assault. You do not have to say anything, but...
Arresting me?
Please listen, Mr. Tyler.
Well, surely this can wait.
Never again.
Mrs. Morris, tell me what happened. WPC data, Sun Hill. Remember I told you?
I'll never drive again.
Just tell me how the accident happened, Mrs. Morris.
Nobody let you in. Why didn't he let me in? He tried to kill me. I'm sorry. In a little while.
All right. Thank you. Sierra Oscar from 181 receiving.
Go ahead, Narika.
Mrs. Morris, she's got head injuries and a broken arm. Baby
Seems safe, though.
Good. Has she said anything?
Yeah, but I need to talk to her again.
He's had his say, has he, then, this van driver?
Mr. Dickinson made a statement alleging assault by you.
Assault by me?
What happened, Mr. Tyler?
Oh, the idiot cut me up at the top of the hill. All right, it happens. You don't lose your rag. But then he decided to sit in the outside lane. Well, you could see I wanted to overtake.
How?
I flashed him.
How many times? Once? Twice? More than twice?
Oh, perhaps twice.
He didn't move?
No, he slowed down, didn't he? Then he slowed down some more. This was the overtaking lane, remember? Traffic was starting to stack up behind me. It was deliberate obstruction. The only way to get past him would have been to go inside. Well, I'd never do that.
So, what did you do?
Oh, I sat and suffered.
You're a computer salesman, Mr. Tyler.
Area sales manager.
On your way to a meeting?
Yes, end of the month sales figures. Look, meeting or not, I don't let clowns like this van driver get to me. It isn't worth it. I need my car. No license, no job.
But he did get to you, didn't he, Mr. Tyler?
Oh, he annoyed me.
He made you angry?
No, annoyed.
But calm?
Very much so. As I've said, I don't let clowns like this van driver.
You didn't see me?
Sorry?
I was right behind you. You must have seen me, surely.
Well, if you were, I'm sorry.
I called out to you.
Were you in uniform? I wouldn't have ignored you.
I was no more than 10 yards away.
Heat of the moment.
I thought you said you were calm. I watched you, Mr. Tyler. You weren't just angry, you were fuming.
No.
Did you get out of your car?
Yes.
Did you approach Mr. Dickinson's van?
To have a quiet word, he jumped out. He came at me like a lunatic. Well, you must have seen him come at me. Perhaps you didn't see everything.
Mr. Dickinson was punched in the face several times.
Well, self-defence, I assure you. What was I to do? I mean, what's the phrase you use? Minimal force? Like I've told you, I can't afford trouble.
Right, sir. Your documents.
Cheers, Gov.
Drive carefully, right?
Yeah, nice one.
I'd like to know if my husband's here.
In what connection?
I don't know. I rang his office and they said he'd been...
What?
I'd like to see him, please.
Yes, sir. Your name is, madam?
Mrs. Tyler, 44 Fawcett Gardens.
You're going to charge me? Seriously? I've been honest with you. I've kept nothing back. I'm going to be charged for defending myself.
You'll be informed. Matthew, back in the cells, please.
My meeting really is important.
Yeah, this way, Mr. Tyler.
I sat and suffered, like they do at Brands Hatch.
I've no doubt, sir.
I only went to have a quiet word. You went to give him a good pasting.
You didn't see him actually hit Mr. Dickinson?
No. Perhaps Mr. Dickinson fell out of bed this morning.
I take your point, sir. I don't know whether the CPS will. Sorry, sir, I'm not trying to be clever.
I want him charged, Andrew. Have we found the other car yet?
The car?
The one that was in front of Mr. Dickinson's van.
All right, sir.
Mrs. Tyler's in the front office, sir. Very concerned.
I'll have a word.
Derek. Sir. Mr. Brownlow getting stuck in, is he?
We've just interviewed Mr. Tyler.
And?
We're not sure yet, sir. Mr. Brownlow wants him sorted.
I want permanent custody officers sorted. We meet at 11:30.
A row? No, we didn't have a row.
You said your husband was tense when he left this morning.
No, I meant... It's the quarterly sales meeting. You'd be tense.
And he hasn't got any other worries? Personal, financial?
No. He's quite normal, actually. What are you suggesting?
I think we should leave it there, don't you?
Just wait a minute. He's a good husband. We have 2 boys. He's marvellous with them. Sees them as much as he can. They couldn't wish for a better father.
And you say the company think a lot of him?
Enough to make him sales director. He's won the Area Sales Award 2 years running. He doesn't go around losing his temper and bashing people. I've never heard of anything so ridiculous.
I was there, Mrs. Tyler.
Can I see him?
No, I'm afraid not.
What's going to happen?
We, haven't decided yet.
It'll be all round the company. They won't like it. Can't you see a way to...
Sir. How did it go?
I'm not sure.
She looked very put out.
Of course. He's husband of the year, isn't he? Hard-working, clean living, good father. If I hadn't stopped her, she'd have had him going to church on Sundays.
So, what do we do with him?
He's lying. He was pressurising everything else on the road.
Well, he's got no previous. His type of driver normally would have.
He's got away with it, Andrew. His type of driver usually does. Have we traced the other vehicle yet?
No, sir.
Right. Well, you better get Matthew to bail him, pending further inquiries.
I was on my way to my sister's. Well, she was coming to the hospital with me for a scan.
How fast were you going, Mrs. Morris?
Well, Hoxton Way's a 50 limit. That's what I was doing. I just got past this car at the roundabout. It was caught behind a lorry. And then suddenly, he was right up behind me. He was so close that I could see him. Well, I'd upset him, hadn't I, getting past?
Would you recognise the driver?
It was a man. In his 30s. White shirt and tie.
Just a shirt?
I think he had his jacket hung up in the car.
And what about the car?
Maroony colour, you know, like a Jeep type thingy.
Did you get the number?
Well, I didn't think. He was this close, right on me, flashing his lights and the horn was going. He was weaving. He was trying to go up the inside and then come back out again. Well, I didn't know where to go or what to do, so I went faster. But then when I went faster, he went faster. Leave me alone, I kept saying, me baby. How have I gone into this? Please, God, what have I done? I hit the curb. And then... I don't remember.
See, please, love.
Deb, what's the latest on that accident in Hoxton Way?
Well, Narita's still at the hospital.
This is a pregnant lady.
Yeah.
Well, she got it wrong, didn't she?
What's that, Dave?
Well, pregnant women, they shouldn't be on the road.
Boy.
So I should be driving a Hoover at home, eh, Dave?
Come on, lads, come on, lads. What were you saying the other day, eh? You're fed up making allowances for women drivers? A face full of BMT, I think it was, wasn't it?
No, we weren't.
Tony. George, you got a minute?
What, got it wrong, has he?
He's stirring it, isn't he?
Oh, so you don't mind if this Mrs. Morris is on the road, then? You don't object?
Well, would you drive if you were 6 months gone? I mean, you're at a funny stage, aren't you?
A funny stage, hear that, Deb?
Women in that condition, well, they can't be as sharp, can they? Yeah, biologically.
Oh, biologically.
Oh, they've really studied it, haven't they?
Come on, Tone, we're going.
No, hang on.
Come on.
All I'm...
That's a good idea. You know what you two are, biologically? You're prehistoric.
Nice one, Deb.
Sorry, but that just makes me sick.
Right, Inspector, thank you. But it's also unnecessary. Hello, darling.
All right, Rach, what is it?
Mr. Hedges, sir. He was in Hoxton Way this morning. He witnessed the accident with Mrs. Morris.
No, Constable. I didn't see it. I saw a red escort being chased up.
All right, Rach, thanks. Go on, Mr. Hedges.
Well, I was just turning off. I thought no more about it till I turned on the radio and heard about an accident.
Well, thank you for coming in, Mr. Hedges.
I wouldn't have bothered, but it was a woman driving the escort.
And being harassed.
Oh, wicked it was.
What time was this?
9:10, near as damn it.
And what was doing the harassing?
I only had seconds. It was right up her jacksie, headlights flashing, horn going, maroon frontera.
Your running with Mr. Tyler in Ockham Road took place at 9 o'clock. That would put him in Hoxton Way at 9:10, the time of the accident. He'd be extremely wound up.
It's purely circumstantial.
The vehicle that forced Mrs. Morris to swerve inside was a maroon Frontera.
No number.
But descriptions of the driver tally, right down to the shirt and tie and jacket in the car. We must see Mr. Tyler again, sir.
Of course we must. But in view of my disagreement with him, let's not seem to be hounding him unnecessarily.
Mr. Brownlow said what?
Can you leave the meeting till lunch?
Oh, yes, why not? What else have I got to do? Look, is he all right?
I'm sorry?
Well, this sudden urge to be at the sharp end. 2.5 hours on a piddling little assault, Andrew Road jumping up and down like a scolded cat.
It's rather more than a piddling assault, Derek. I thank you, Andrew. Keep me informed, will you?
Yes, sir.
It appears that Mr. Tyler was very lucky not to have killed somebody this morning.
Oh, I see.
Mr. Tyler, I'm sorry to bother you again.
Inspector.
I've some further questions for you.
Oh, I thought we'd said it all.
Not connected with the assault. Could you tell me what route you took to work after the incident between you and Mr. Dickinson in Ockham Road?
I had to pick up one of my junior salesmen, Darren. He lives out at Galata Lane.
I'd like to talk to him.
Well, if you'd like to wait here.
He hasn't asked us what it's about.
I have a feeling he knows.
What's he up to?
Darren Bickley.
Inspector Munro, WPC Page. Thank you, Mr. Tyler.
Oh, right.
How did you get into work this morning, Mr. Bickley?
Darren, normally I drive. My car's gone in for a service. Mr. Tyler picked me up.
When was this?
About 9 o'clock.
So at 9:10, you and Mr. Tyler would have been where?
Using the back doubles.
Where was your car being serviced?
Oh, I'm not sure. It's always collected.
Did you have any appointments early this morning?
My car went in, didn't it?
Oh, that's not what I asked. You'd have a diary?
Yeah,
May I?
Mr. Tyler's your boss, yeah?
Yeah.
You get on well with him?
Yeah.
Making your way up the ladder?
That's what it's all about.
You had an appointment at 9 o'clock, the other side of Sun Hill.
It was cancelled.
It's got must written by it, with an asterisk. Did you keep the appointment?
I've just said it was cancelled.
If you did keep it, you couldn't possibly have been given a lift here by Mr. Tyler this morning. We can check. The car service as well.
You don't seem at all curious why we're here, Darren.
Perhaps you already know. Tell him, Polly.
There was a serious accident in Hoxton Way this morning. A car overturned. The woman driver was trapped. She's pregnant and still in shock.
I didn't know.
You didn't know what?
There'd been an accident.
Did Mr. Tyler ask you to give him an alibi? Come on. You kept your 9 o'clock appointment.
Mr. Tyler phoned me there.
At what time?
9:30. He told me to say that if anybody asked, he'd had to pick me up.
You never asked why?
I just thought he wanted to get out of something. You know, meeting a client. It could have been anything, honest.
Yeah, what was it?
Me again. I'm sorry.
You think Tyler knew he caused the accident?
He sorted himself an alibi with this Darren Bickley as soon as he got into the office this morning.
Sir, we've managed to trace that second car that you were after, the zebra crossing Occam Road.
Ah.
There were 2 occupants. They both confirmed that Tyler hit Mr. Dickinson several times.
Well, thanks, June. Look, do you think you could get somebody down and get a statement from them both?
Certainly.
Oh, that'll take care of the assault. We can tack on a driving without due care.
Yeah, and the court will just slap his wrist. What we need is the second due care in Hoxton Way. It's far more serious.
Well, 2 incidents in one morning, plus Tyler trying to get himself an alibi.
Yeah, roll him up, slap him with a lot. I want him off the road.
Except we can't place him conclusively at the scene.
Well, let's have him in again.
Oh, that'll go down well.
Tea and a chat. He's Mr. Nice Guy, isn't he, Andrew? Mrs. Tyler?
Can you please tell me what's going on?
Do sit down.
You've been to Martin's office again. You've talked to Darren.
Yes, Darren Bickley's made a statement about a second incident that happened this morning. An accident. Look, would you like to go somewhere quieter?
Darren told me. He rang to warn me. He said Martin had got him to tell lies about where he was this morning.
I'm afraid so.
There's been an accident?
Yes.
And you're blaming Martin?
We'll be talking to him again. Your husband could be in serious trouble, Mrs. Tyler.
It's been a bad quarter for him. You know what sales targets are? As soon as you reach one, they set another. It's never ending.
Was he tense and anxious when he left this morning?
It's when he drives. It all gets to him. He changes. Turns into I don't know what. I knew when he got in the car this morning.
You knew what?
I won't get in with him. He needs his license. They'd get rid of him. They won't care. He can't help it. He's a good driver. He really is.
We've got this Tyler back in then.
He's been interviewed now, sir.
That's a whole morning. I don't suppose there's any chance of a result before the end of the day, is there?
Tyler could win awards for being slippery.
Oh, well, that won't look good on our performance indicators.
Mr. Brownlow still come out of it smelling of roses, though.
Yes?
Declaring war on dangerous driving. It's like asking people to vote for mothers.
Look, if Mr. Brownlow does happen to emerge, it is lunchtime and I did call in.
Yes, of course, sir.
Yes, I was in Hoxton Way this morning, but I didn't cause an accident and I didn't see an accident. Look, I can explain.
Explain first why you tried to mislead us.
Well, yes, when I heard about the accident, I thought I'd be in the frame for it.
Because you just had a brush in Occam Road with Mr. Brownlow?
Yes.
How did you know there'd been an accident? You called Darren Bickley to give you an alibi. The accident had happened barely 20 minutes earlier.
The lads in the office were talking about it. A prang in Hoxton Way. I mean, perhaps I wasn't thinking straight. Perhaps at the back of my mind... Well, you know what they say.
No, what do they say?
Well, once your name's down on the sheet.
That's rubbish, Mr. Tyler. Don't insult my intelligence.
You were in Hoxton Way at 9:10.
I would be, yes.
At that time, a red Escort being driven by Mrs. Morris was being pressurised by a maroon Frontera, being driven by somebody who looked remarkably like you. You do see our problem, don't you?
I do.
The Escort was forced off the road.
Well, if you say so.
No, I don't say so, Mr. Tyler. Mrs. Morris does. You got a problem with that, have you?
Look, I wasn't there, but come on. I mean, women drivers.
If you were the driver of this maroon Frontera, you'd have looked in your rearview mirror. You'd have seen the mayhem you caused. You probably think somebody had taken your registration number. You want to place yourself as far away from the incident as possible. You do see why we've called you in again, don't you?
Certainly I do.
Your wife's been in again, too.
What for?
She thinks the job is getting to you.
Oh, she's a rock. Don't know what I'd do without her.
So why are you putting her through all this?
Through what?
You're driving, for a start. Is it true she won't get in the car with you?
It seems nobody's got a good word for you, Mr. Tyler. Your colleague Darren, your own wife.
What do they know? She doesn't drive. Darren's a kid.
Calm down.
It's a conspiracy.
No, it's a sequence of events that only make sense if you were up the backside of a red Escort at 9:10 this morning. Then everything falls into place.
Have you any idea what it's like to be harassed on the road, Mr. Tyler?
Right, come on, I've had it.
Me too, this morning, remember? What would have happened to me if I hadn't have pulled over?
And Mrs. Morris was driving correctly. 50 miles an hour in a 50 limit.
Terrific.
Not fast enough for you?
You can't sit on their bumper for miles on end.
That reminds me, the driver of this maroon Frontera was practically in Mrs. Morris's back seat. She saw him clearly. She'll be identifying him, of course.
She should have moved over! That dozy cow wouldn't shift! So what does she do? She gives me a bit of brake light, don't she? Get back, she says. Get back, or I'll stamp on the pedal. Now, that is dangerous driving. That is asking for trouble. I flash her, I hit the horn. She wants it, does she? She wants it. She don't budge. I'll give her another mile, one more mile, and I'll ram the silly cow. I swear it. She'll move then.
All right, Mr. Tyler.
I run a sales team. I drive for a living on roads full of arseholes. I've got somewhere to be.
Mr. Tyler.
I'm not your average clueless pillock. They're out there in my way, in my face, needling me, provoking me. What are they doing on the roads?
Thank you.